pushed off the production line in perfect symmetry with my brother. I'm an animal, my freedom cannot be contained yet restrained. I gaze at that long winding road, and she smells like home. I dream of rain in the autumn, I dream of sand beneath my feet. I dream of calamity, catastrophe, I dream of complete freedom. For years I've sat neglected, dejected, my skin losing its allure with the rainfall. Perfection washed away with each drop of acid rain, beating these words in my head. Alone, 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 alone. I'm exhausted but too fearful to flirt with sleep. And these streets are increasingly bleak. Hoods and youths pillage and shoot. Like me, they're just rats in cages. Like me, they've been kept here for ages. Like me, they shudder at the memory of their potential. Like me, they are labeled non-essential. Do we not have souls? Are we not exponentially existential? The answer resounding is no. You're a machine, I push buttons, you go. You're a machine, but you're frightfully slow. A machine, a performer without a show. Well, my apathy snapped, now you've pushed me. I refuse to sit quietly rusting. I will have my justice, I will take my freedom. I will give you violence, I will watch you bleeding. So put bricks through my eyes, give me graffiti tattoos. I'll be your messiah, your martyr, I just might make the news. I told the devil my desperation has led me to you. You can't tell us lies and expect us to not miss the truth. But one fight was all I had in me. Feed me diesel, kerosene and whiskey. Did I ever tell you how we were once perfect? How we had potential but it melted like snow in harsh acid rain. But that was a long time ago and time cannot be tamed. Oh, but we were perfect.
The struggle stands behind me with a baton to my back. The struggle lurks over me with fumes to pollute my view of humans. The struggle crawls under me with fingers in my pockets which belong to hands to rebuild. The struggle strolls in front of me and rolls out a collage of catastrophe an old suit doesn't want to own the responsibility for. To ensure we are ignored is the will of a war. Maybe not of those who make or control it, but they own it and won't lift a voice or put a foot down. They just stand. Stand like pyramids that see sand shift. Stand pointing up with a picture of perfection but no plan to put us there. The struggle stares from dead stars and laughs with a strained voice box as we parade our palaces and paint the walls with a parody of history, and then journey from our gates to gain a bad name. And once our pillars are smashed and our borders are brought up in flames, the struggle drops from its high place, just hissing out the end of its hysterical melody, falls to the floor, splatters itself onto the walls awoken by the silence of abandonment, and proves us all fools with letters written in my blood.
Forgotten promises, lost in forbidden prophecies. This city is a ring road of doubt. Spiraling in relentless silence, you can see the glory over the grim. If you look hard enough over the smoke, and if your ears are industrial enough, you'll hear it's too loud on my streets. Sometimes I can't hear myself think. I see these sky-high towers with skeptical powers and I'm cowering in my ink. There's a suicide influx, so I lost my best friend last week. So I say fuck the authorities that sorrow me, because this benefits chokehold is all that I know, lacking beneficial outcomes cause I'm too criminal to fit in their capacities, probably because of this chaos havocing in my head that they created, and I can't stop seeking atonement because this misery here is what I'm made of. Annihilation of the atmosphere troubles each one I hold dear. Closest to my left lung, my heart is like a picture painted perfect, if you would have thought I had one. Cardinal capillaries intertwining like the alleyways. Their men in armour shot my father because his colour didn't show in the night like yours does, because his mobile phone morphed into a gun when you fired yours. His high-vis just wasn't what they hoped for when they waged their war, and now they can't end it. Their cycle of suffocation they inflicted on my turf. Don't bite the hand that feeds you, they tell us every day, and my gratefulness shows on the wildfire of my face. Their reference to animal can make us behave better in solidarity, because our outlook is omniscient. We see more than they want to show us.
Mine is the language of the unheard. My father was a busted streetlight, and my mother the gaunt shadow that worshipped him. I was raised at gunpoint and taught to praise sin. All my thoughts are a parade of false prophets. I have lived a life mirroring the footfalls of ghosts. Learned that to be human is to break a promise. We heathens find heaven in the remnants of chaos. It's hard to build a home from things as fragile as bones. Hate is perched upon my soul. My words drown upon lips coated with wet concrete. As a child, I longed to render the sky obsolete.